welcome back to WireDogSec. I'm back with another video for you guys. Hopefully, we're all having an awesome day today. Hopefully, you got your coffee ready and you're ready to get some good content in your system. And housekeeping items, you know what to do. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you're enjoying the content, and make sure to comment on the video if you're enjoying the content. I like to see well-constructed comments on my videos, you know, all that good stuff. Helps out the channel, helps get the good word out there, helps others in the community that may be looking into cybersecurity or looking into improving their knowledge and skill set in cybersecurity. All right, this article is from HelpNet Security. Malware that can do anything and everything is on the rise. Swiss Army knife malware, multi-purpose malware that can perform malicious actions across the cyber kill chain and evade detections by security controls is on the rise, according to results from PICA's security analysis of over 550,000 real-world malware samples gathered from commercial and open source threat intelligence services, security vendors, and researchers, and malware sandboxes and databases. Now let's take a step back real quick. If you don't know what the cyber kill chain is, be sure to check that out, do some Googling, do some research on there, and find out what it is. All right, there are 7 phases in the cyber kill chain: reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and attacks or actions on objective. Basically, it's going to take you through the process of a threat actor when it comes to breaching your organization. So make sure to check that out, get educated on that. All right, let's go down here. Key findings. By observing the malware's behavior, the company's researchers tracked over 5 million malicious actions and used this data to identify the 10 most common attack techniques leveraged by cybersecurity or cyber criminals in 2022. Now, what is attack? That is a framework that was created, or methodology that was created by the MITRE organization. Be sure to check that out if you're unfamiliar with it. A lot of organizations out there will base their cybersecurity program or incident response process or red teaming activities off of this attack framework methodology. All right, the list, starting with the most prevalent techniques, includes use of command and scripting interpreters to run arbitrary code, dumping creds from compromised systems, data encryption, injection malicious code, and legitimate process DLL injection. That's a big one. Thread execution, hijacking, process hauling, collection of data about computer system networks, use of remote services, the use of WMI to execute malicious commands, the use of scheduled tasks, jobs, anti-virtualization, anti-sandboxing capabilities, discovery of remote hosts and networks. And I've been seeing some of this as well when it comes to phishing or malware, malicious emails, whatever you want to call them. All right, email comes in with a link. It'll go to an external website or server, and it'll download that code or that binary onto the system, and it will conduct a lot of these techniques here. And you'll see, you may see a lot of this in your environment as well. So be sure to take a look at some of these techniques here and think to yourself, like, hey, you know, could this possibly be abused in my environment? And that could help you build out better processes when it comes to detection capabilities or responding to incidents. A big one here would be the command and scripting interpreters to run arbitrary code, and as well as this dumping credentials from the compromised systems, operating system, and utilities. Of course, data encryption, that's going to be ransomware. Let's see, a DLL injection, that's a big one when it comes to malware. A lot of times it'll try to hijack another process or what have you in order to carry out more malicious activity on that machine, you know, escalate privileges, et cetera, et cetera. Use of remote services, RDP, that's a big one. You'll see a lot of articles and information out there when it comes to RDP. These companies will have assets that are public facing, i.e., externally facing towards the internet, so anyone on the internet can possibly connect to these RDP services, and then they'll try to conduct like brute forcing attacks in order to gain access into that victim's environment. Scheduled jobs, also cron jobs when it comes to like Linux systems and such. Um, Anti-virtualization and anti-sandbox capabilities, that's a big one as well. A lot is malware. If you try to analyze it on a VM, a virtual machine, and then the malware oftentimes have some kind of anti-virtualization or anti-sandboxing capabilities built into there, so that way if it detects that it's in that virtualized environment or sandbox environment, it won't run, or it'll have some kind of delay in it, will make you think that it's not running. So they have all these anti-forensics type of stuff built into this different types of malware, and it seems like they are starting to bundle, one or more of these different techniques inside of one particular malware strain. The analysts have shown that the average malware leverages 11 different tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs. One third of malware, 30% leverages more than 20 TTPs, and one tenth leverages more than 30 TTPs. That's crazy. More than 30? Holy crap. Command and scripting interpreters, the most prevalent attack technique, exhibited by nearly a third of malware samples. The appearance of remote system discovery and remote services in the company's red report for the first time, blah, blah, blah. You can read the rest there. 4 out of 10 of the most prevalent attack techniques identified are used to aid lateral movement inside the company or corporate networks. That's a big one there as well. They're able to move laterally throughout your environment. That may be something you want to detect on. Okay, a quarter of all malware capable of encrypting data highlighted continued threat of ransomware. And I mean, ransomware is probably going to always be around, despite they took a hit in their profits last year, but the attacks didn't go down. All right, let's move further on here. Multi-purpose malware is the future. Modern malware takes many forms, said Dr. Soliman Azarls. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that anyway. VP of Picas Labs. Some rudimentary types of malware are designed to perform basic functions. Others, like a surgeon's scalpel, are engineered to conduct single tasks with great precision. Now we are seeing more malware that can do anything and everything. The Swiss Army knife malware can enable attackers to move through networks undetected at great speed, obtain credentials to access critical systems, and encrypt data. The goal of ransomware operators and nation actors alike is to achieve an attack or an objective as quickly and efficiently as possible. And I believe this as well. We're going to start seeing a lot more of these Swiss Army knife types of malware strains out there. Like I said in previous videos, these malware authors have a HR department that's out there trying to recruit talented, developers and such to help them improve their malware's capabilities or perhaps create a different strain of malware. And they have that R&D department as well, where they're researching various different types of things out there. Let's say there's some new fancy cybersecurity defense tool or antivirus in place, and maybe they're doing some research on that in order to try to bypass those security mechanisms and then incorporate that stuff inside of their malware strain. Like these guys are doing this 24/7, and they're operating like a Fortune 500 company, as I said before. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, enjoyed the content information shared, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below on your thoughts and opinions. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a nice day.